As a player, Skylar's like having a coach on the floor. He knew what the other guys needed to be doing at all times. He could direct traffic and get them in the right positions. And like I told you about yesterday, he wasn't afraid in clutch situations to take and make a big shot if that's what the situation called for.
I remember one time that Pearl came up checking on him when he was in high school, when he scored 43 points one night when he came and checked on him. I think he's a good kid, and I think he'll benefit UT good in college basketball, and I think he'll do good because he's a good person.
People seem to just really like him. He was always a lot of concern with others, had a lot of concern for others. Very hard worker, would always work hard, and that's what I've always told him, even when he went to UT and was able to play after he played in the first game. And I told him, I said, Skylar, to continue playing down there, there's two things you've got to do. You've got to continue to be humble and be hungry.
He led us in assists last year. He averaged 6 assists per game, and he probably passed too much, really. But he wanted to be a good teammate, and there were times I would have just as soon him taking a shot as to pass it because he's that good of a shooter. And that's whose hands I wanted the ball in clutch situations.
He's always been an unselfish individual on the floor, and when the shot came around, didn't know if he was going to make it, didn't know if he was going to take the shot. That was my concern, but I knew if he took it that he would have a good opportunity of making it.
I was a little surprised that he was in the game in a clutch situation like that this early in his career. I knew he was capable, but coming down the stretch there, the ball found his hands and the shot clock was running down. And I'm not sure he realized the shot clock was that low initially, but I noticed he glanced to the other end of the floor and looked at the shot clock, and when he did, he knew he had to make a play. And he made a great crossover dribble and was able to get the shot up, and he's practiced that shot thousands of times in his career, and not a bit surprised that the shot went in. I knew he could make it.
I was really proud of him, especially that last shot that Skylar made. That was a game saver.
My wife and I were sitting beside each other, and as soon as it did, we just turned and give each other 2 high fives.
I cheered. Me and my son Kyle, we cheered and slapped high fives and was slapping high fives to all the people around us. I'd met another high school coach that was sitting beside me from Cleveland High School yesterday, and we were slapping high fives, and he was aggravating me that I taught him that shot, which of course I didn't. Skylar's worked on that shot many times. I didn't have to do a lot of coaching with Skylar. He had good coaching before I ever was involved with him.